Jay and Laura. This is Jay and Laura TV. We're here for your life, your marriage, and your family. Good day.
How you doing this week? We are doing awesome. We're so excited.
We're decked out in our black and orange.
We are, because our daughter Grace, who's a sophomore at Alma High School, she qualified for the State of Michigan high school swim meet, which is like big time, big deal.
And that 500, that's like the slowest.
That's like the marathon of the swimming thing. And you might say, well, Jay and Laura, you guys look pretty average. How come your daughter's so exceptional? Well, most people don't know that Laura in 1984 was an incredible athlete. She still is. But in 1984, she was invited to try out for the Women's Olympic Soccer team. So Grace gets her athleticism from her mother, and from me, her ability to float. She's right on top of the water.
But anyway, we're pretty excited. So in a little while, hopefully in a couple weeks, she'll quit seeing us in black and orange every week. But here we go. Here is a question from one of our Facebook friends. It seems like our family travels at breakneck speed all the time. How can we slow down?
There's a question for everybody.
Well, you know what? I do think when you have children and they're involved in everything, it does make your life pretty chaotic. Something we really tried to do, and we didn't always do it well, but we really tried to limit the kids' activities to 1 or 2. Like Grace, as a high schooler, she is a swimmer, and she'll be on pom-poms for the winter. So those are her 2 main activities. Tori played 1 sport every season. When you start adding all kinds of activities to, we want them to dance, we want them to take piano, we want to play football, we want to play basketball, your life is going to be at breakneck speed. So really sitting down with your kids and saying, what's the one thing you really enjoy doing? Because it's good for the family, but it's also good for the kid to just focus on that one thing, because they can get really stressed out and just going, oh, I'm doing too much every night. And, they're 8 years old and they're gone every night after school or whatever. It's just kind of crazy.
And that leads us right into our Connection Corner. Now, this is a tip from Jay and Laura on how you can connect better as a family. And this one really is for the whole family. And that is to really take a look at your week and divide it up into 3 different types of time. There's free time, there's focus time, and there's flex time. And what do we mean by that? Well, your focus time are those times that you have no control over. You're at work, you're at school, boom. We have to focus on what's right there in front of us. Flex time is that time when you can go to the grocery store, get bills paid, do that stuff that is kind of on the edges, has to be done, but not really extremely important every day. And then free time. You have to build in free time. You have to say, this is our day off. You have to say, this is our evening that we're spending as a family. You have to take a look at your week, and you have to force yourself to do this. It's a discipline. Laura and I, we're still struggling with it after 28 years, but we take a day every week that we say, this is our day off. Now, we might talk a little bit about work, we might check our email, but we really focus on saying, today, day off. We're stopping, we're shutting down. So remember, free time, flex time, focus time. Divide your week into those kind of times, and you will find yourself with a lot more family time.
Now, if you have a question for us that you would like us to answer, or you would like a tip on how to raise your kids or how to do something better in your marriage, you can ask us that, either message it or put it right out on our board at facebook.com/Jay and Laura LaFoon. We would love to answer your question. But here we go, marriage in the news. I saw this on the internet from the Fatherhood channel. A landmark national study of leading evidence-based marriage and relationship education programs shows strong consumer satisfaction and the potential for significant industry growth. Now, what this is talking about is specifically talking about a program called PAIRS, put out by the PrEP and PAIRS Foundation. They also looked at another class by Dr. John Gottman. What this article was saying is that couples who are taking classes, some of them were 12 weeks, some of them were 24 weeks, some of them were 30 weeks long, that couples who were investing that amount of time in their relationship were seeing significant growth. Programs tested in the nationwide study included 4. They ranged from 24 to 30 hours. PrEP, PAIRS, already said that. But overall, the study reported participants rated their experience an 8.5 out of 10. So couples, and they weren't necessarily marriage, they were also relationship, but going to a class, maintaining that relationship. This is what Jay and I are all about, is, you know what, find something close to you where you can spend some time on a weekly basis building this relationship. We have this fall been doing a class at our church here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and we have had 40 couples come out, and it's been great. We've had a great time. I'm sorry, that'd be 40 people, 20 couples. But people are investing in their marriage, and this is what it takes to keep that maintenance so that you're not find yourself in crisis and go, woo, how come we haven't been doing something before?
And raise your satisfaction level to an 8.5. So if you live in the Central Michigan area, the class is free. Sunday nights from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Mount Pleasant Community Church in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Come join us and watch the satisfaction level in your marriage raise. Well, hey, we are Jay and Laura LaFoon. This is Jay and Laura TV. We're here for your life, your marriage, and your family. We'll see you next week.